We also took chances on certain people. I mean, Robert Downey Jr., Mugshot was all over the news 3 months before we cast him as Tony Stark. In Marvel's own, we formed our own studio eventually. This was the first film where we weren't partnering with a big studio, and it had to be a hit. We'd raised a lot of money, and the company took a chance, and the rest again is history. He got himself together. He's been tremendous in that role, still is today.
Do you know that I was the only one who believed in you? Everyone else said I was crazy to recruit a 14-year-old kid. I just wanted to be like you. And I wanted you to be better.
And who just won the award for Best Supporting Actor, excuse me. I mean, it's Robert Downey Jr. So we were willing to take risks. He was toxic at the time. No one would hire him when we did. So we were out there and we were doing things differently and what have you. In comic books, one of the big issues that I had when I came in was that trying to learn the characters in the comic books, I had to start at I don't remember the exact number, but let's say Spider-Man 456. Well, what happened in the previous 455 comic books? And the origin stories are very important to superheroes. And this is something that attracts, fans. And so we actually started doing comic books, still maintaining the ones in place, but now retelling the story of the characters from day one, from their origin, from what had been basically, comic book number one. We made very few changes. Spider-Man was bitten by a radioactive spider. Peter Parker becomes Spider-Man by being bitten by a radioactive spider originally in 1961 or 2. When we started this over, which was around 2000, he was bitten by a genetically altered spider. And in 2000, he had a cell phone. He didn't have a cell phone in 61. But, these are not big changes in the origin stories and so on. So again, constantly looking for, new ways to attract fans.
Now, as you drove that need to look for new ways, how did you, was it challenging to get your people to think differently? And how did you deal with that? Or did you have to, they just automatically embraced it and said, hey, Peter, you're right on the money. We're all in.
It's interesting in creative businesses, as opposed to more call it fixed asset businesses. Okay. In creative businesses, you're dependent on the creativity of human beings, what's in their minds. And one of the things I had learned in other businesses that had creative elements, advertising, for example, you wanted to create a culture where every idea is worth talking about. There are no stupid ideas. This is the way you get to sift through, and when people feel comfortable throwing out what may be viewed as completely nuts. But remember, we were changing the rules of the game. So but the whole organization, the board, was interested in new ideas, new approaches. Once the organization sees no one says, you're an idiot, what are you talking about? Or, it brushes you off in a meeting or whatever, but want to talk through every idea, that's changing the culture, and it gets around and it's infectious. It also gets outside the company and allows you to hire back some people or hire new people that you wouldn't have gotten unless they understood that the culture really had changed.